Hi, this is Spencer Colgan and welcome back to Spencer Colgan is Wallpaper. Now, after having made at least a dozen videos of this type, I'm going to make another one today because some of you are doing beautiful work but completely crooked. And why is that? Because you're forgetting the very first, or one of the very first rules in hanging wallpaper, which will literally affect the rest of your job or the rest of your wall if you make this one bad mistake. Here's what it is. This is a tricky pattern because I'm just going to hold my camera still. As you look at this pattern, you might find yourself finding that it looks perfectly straight, and then after you look at it a while, you might find that it looks crooked. Well, I can tell you that before I went on camera, this entire sheet of wallpaper is completely plumb. Here's where you're making your mistakes. Number one, you're going by the pattern because people have been writing into me and people are coming up with the same basic mistakes. So I want to correct it, and we're going to call the video something like Getting Back to the Basics, or Don't Forget Rule 1. This pattern is very dependent on parallel parts. We have a piece here. Now when I put the next sheet up against it, the issue will not be as drastic as it is now because it will have another sheet up against it, and this will be drowned out. But because of this pattern, and because of this piece of wood here, this sheet of paper is not looking straight. Now, if it were a random pattern, it wouldn't matter so much. But it doesn't matter if it looks crooked as long as it's not. That's the other issue. Here's where you're going wrong. Either you're not using a long enough level, or two, you're not using a level at all, because some of you have gotten used to hanging wallpaper and you think, well, it looks straight. I know it's straight, and every time I check it, it's almost perfect anyway. And then you get to a pattern like this and you think, I got this. And then you blow $400 because you wasted the wallpaper and your customer wants it taken down. Well, here's two little tricks that I'm going to teach you now that I hope you follow so that doesn't happen to you. Number one, use at least a 3-foot level. This happens to be 4, but I want you to use it in 2 places on the sheet of the wallpaper. Let's say you have a 12-foot ceiling. Well, then you want to get yourself a laser level, okay? But if you're using this, which is the basic tool, now yesterday I did a video on a laser level, a new product that I introduced onto my channel. But on an application like this, the first place you want to check is right in the middle. And you want to be using the right part of the level to make sure that you're not using, you see this part here? Let me just fix that. Okay? You want to get the part that's telling you that you have a plumb line. Okay, and there it is right there. Okay, by the way, put your name on all your tools. If you're working at commercial jobs, all of a sudden the people with whom you work, they got themselves a nice new tool. So you put your name all over it, and here's what I learned you got to do too. I'm going to start carrying orange spray paint because it's very easy to get plaster on your name and just kind of block it out if somebody needs a new ladder. So, but they can't block out orange spray paint on the foot of the ladder, on one of the steps, on the top. Gets pretty hard to cover that neon orange, you know what I'm saying? Okay. Anyway, that was a trick that I learned at a recent construction job. So now look, I'm perfectly level there. Come on, take a look at that. Now, I didn't guess at that. I did guess, and I was completely off. But I used the level, and some of you aren't using the level. And so I want you to start it at the top, do it in the middle, and do it on the bottom. Your bottom will likely be off sometimes because we start at the top, right? And we get that all straight and we think it's all straight, and then you get to the bottom and you find out you're off at least 3/16 of an inch. Well, guess what? On a long wall, it's a disaster. The point of this video is use a plumb line, whether it be a 4-foot level or a laser level, because otherwise, or plumb line, but people aren't using plumb lines anymore. But you could do that. I think I've spoken enough. I want you to please remember, as simple as it may sound, some of you are not using this and you're coming up with crooked paper. I'm getting a lot of emails from all over the country, and I appreciate the emails and the nice notes that you've been sending and all of the good wishes. I really appreciate it. It makes doing these videos for you who want to learn the basic things that I've learned, it makes it all the worthwhile. But please, don't forget to use your level, okay? You don't have to go out and buy a fancy laser level like I have. You could get these $10, $15. This is actually a $20 level. And if you drop them, throw them in the garbage and go get yourself another one. That's what you want to do. Make it straight, okay? Because in the corner, you can hide an inconsistency in the corner. But you can hide it once you've started a crooked sheet of paper, okay? This is Spencer Colgan. Please click on like, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.